Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel Inspiring Life Changes. My name's Colette and I'm here today to do a reading for all you Virgos, Sun, Moon, almost said Venus, Rising and Cusp Virgos. Also, I would suggest Venus as well. If you don't know where those placements are, there will be a free natal link in the description box down below for you to go and check out. Venus is retrograde at the moment and I'm doing Venus retrograde readings for all the signs. So because Venus is going to be retrograde until the end of this month and has been retrograde for probably about 4 weeks now, I think by the time that Venus gets out of Gemini, the sign that she's retrograde in, it's going to be about 4 months in all. So I think she goes direct at the end of the month on about the 28th, but doesn't come out of the sign of Gemini until about July the 28th, 29th, something like that. So there's still quite a lot of time for Venus in Gemini. And when Venus is retrograde, it's often a time when things come back around, things that we're not expecting, like relationships that we thought had been finished, were over and done with. Venus can bring that energy back around, particularly if it's still a long-lasting, something that's been there for a long time, shall we say, something that hasn't been resolved, something that you think you've moved on from, like I was saying, which could even go back to the previous Venus retrograde cycle, which was a few years back now. So the energies are quite strong at the moment for Venus retrograde. And I just really thought it would be a good thing to focus actually on the Venus retrograde readings itself. So Virgo, I'm going to be using one deck of cards for yourself, and I'm going to be using another deck of cards for the person that you have an emotional or energetic connection to. Whether you're still in a relationship with them or whether that's something that has been finished for a while, somebody you're still interested in, or somebody that you haven't had a relationship with yet but you might be interested in as well. And this also goes for cross watchers as well. If you've been in a relationship with a Virgo, are in a relationship with a Virgo, or want to be in a relationship with a Virgo, just be aware that these energies can be crossed over, literally. So you may think that you resonate more with one side than the other. It really doesn't matter which side you resonate with. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but whichever side of it makes more sense to you, then that will be your reading. Also, cusp Virgos, those of you who are going to be at the end of Leo or the beginning of Virgo, like just moving out of Leo, or you're going to be at the other end, at the end of your sign, moving towards Libra. If you're on that zero kind of point of crossing over, then you may also want to check out the video previous and the video after this video that I will be putting out. Also, I have been, right, I'm just going to jump straight into the reading now, and I've been separating or I have separated from my deck, the Mythic Tarot deck, one cup card from the suit of cups. So I've separated all the suit cups, all the suit cards. Sorry, I'll start again. I've separated all of the cup suit from the Mythic Tarot deck, this deck here. And I've shuffled and one card has fallen out for you, and this is the card that you get here, Virgo, the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is saying to me that there is a situation here of kind of melancholy, of something that you are contemplating on, something that you have got your focus of attention on. But there's a sense of sadness here, there's a sense of sorrow, there's a sense of yearning, there's a sense of if only I had done this differently, if only I had thought this through properly. Each of these cups here down here, these 5 cups for me, 5 being the number of adversities, talking about the situation itself, the adverse situation that has led you to this 6 of cups energy here. So this energy, the 5, is all about feeling of kind of something that has betrayed you, something where you've had to leave this situation and now find yourself probably very much on your own, looking back at the past. And she has 1 cup in her hand here, which is the 6th cup. And this is the cup that she's kind of thinking to herself, okay, all of these situations are done. I can't change that. That's done. But I can change what is going to come into my future. That's the only thing that I can make a difference about, is the future. So although she's kind of melancholy here and sad and full of kind of some sorrow, there is also an awareness of the fact that she has the ability to do something about what is yet to come. And whether that's in the same relationship or whether she's kind of now come to a stage where she's thinking, okay, I can move on from this, and the next time, the next relationship I have, I won't make the same mistakes, I won't go down the same path. It's just a card of kind of realization in many ways that what has led you to where you are, you don't want to repeat that energy. It can also be a card of where you realise that patterns have been repeated previously as well, and that you find yourself in the same place because with those 5 of cups, you keep doing the same thing over and over again and kind of expecting different results. And as we all know, that can lead to some kind of madness. And you have the moon energy here as your heart of the reading, which is kind of why I said madness, because the moon energy can make you feel as though you're going a little bit bonkers, particularly when it's a full moon like it is here. In reverse, this is saying to me that there's a lot of things that are not yet being revealed. There's a lot that's being held back here. The moon is emotions, it's ruled by Cancer, it's all about security. But when it's in reverse, it kind of shows the insecurities here. It shows that there is a fear, possibly also, of showing those emotions, of owning your own emotions. The moon can also talk about this sense of being in the dark about things. So you feel, because the moon has different stages, and you have the new moon, the dark moon, which can also be the moon of kind of things being hidden, or feeling as though you don't have all the pieces, you don't have all the information about something. And that can also lead you to feel that you're going a bit insane, because if you don't have all the information about things, you kind of try to fit in or fill in the missing gaps so that it will make sense, because that's what we need. We need something to make sense so that we can understand it, we can process it. But if we don't have all those pieces, then we just kind of put things in, and then we kind of don't know if we're just making it up. Is it actually how it is? Is that the reality of it? Or is it just an illusion? Am I kidding myself? It's that kind of energy. So Virgo, what is your challenge? Your challenge is the Page of Earth, which is very much a kind of Virgo energy, really, I feel, the Page of Earth. It's also Taurus energy, Capricorn energy, but for me, for some reason, it kind of has your energy in this today. It is an energy of, I feel like you're seeking. I feel as though you're wanting to know more. I feel as though you're kind of stepping out into this or you're wanting to, because this is your challenge today. This is what's over the top of this moon energy here. And the page can be an energy of just starting out, just beginning to become aware of things. And there is quite a playful sense with this card, I always find. It's like he's in this Native American Indian Native American Indian style of clothes, and he's kind of always looks to me as though he wants to play, as though he's kind of saying, come with me and I can show you so much more. And he's standing barefooted on the ground here. It's the early stirrings in many ways of kind of the natural way of things, of kind of the processing of the natural things, of not trying to make something happen before the time is right as well, with the Page of Earth. So you can plant the seeds, but you can't make them grow. You can't force a situation, especially with this moon card here as well. And as I was saying earlier with the kind of the dark moon as well, it's like sometimes we have to realise that things have to be in the dark, that there has to be this process that we have to go through of not knowing everything, of not having all the answers, because if we did, we may want to then kind of manipulate the situation, change the situation, and not always for our betterment. It's like, you know, sometimes our ego, if you like, will step in rather than kind of allowing something to become organically grown, for something to grow organically and for like seeds to be planted. In order for something to reach its natural conclusion. Because the Page of Earth is a young energy. It could also be a child involved in this situation as well. Page of Earth can relate to children, or the pages in general can relate to children, childlike energy. But I get the sense that this is more about a need for you to kind of step out into the world with this new understanding, or this new way of looking at things, this new kind of sense of wonder and almost like, you know, curiosity, almost like, you know, what's coming next? What is it that the universe, or the universe is going to give me? What is it that I'm going to be? Rather than this fearing with the moon, because the moon can bring up some deep-rooted fears. I feel that this is kind of much more of a playful energy here. It's asking you to be playful and inquisitive and to kind of enjoy yourself here. You have in your head, what you're aware of is the love card upside down, or the Lovers. And this came out in the previous reading as well. And like I said in the previous reading, I am going to break with tradition here, because I do not see this as the card of Gemini. I do not see it as a Gemini card, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is all to do with the mind, and love is not the mind. Love is the heart. Love is Venus. This is literally the card of Venus. And it's in reverse. So what's in your head at the moment, I feel, and this could also be something to do with this card here as well, with the Cancerian energy, which is all about safety, security, the home. You may feel at the moment as though you don't, you're not in that place. You're not in the place of feeling loved. You're not in the place of feeling secure where you are, or safe where you are, or even happy where you are. But it's on your mind. It's like you're looking, you're wanting, you're hoping. You know that something, there's like a decision here. There's like something has to change, something has to be done. And I feel as well when it's in reverse, I feel as though these kind of towers here kind of represent this energy of being apart, of things kind of moving away from each other. It's like there's a big gap there. It's like rather than the focus being on these two down here, it's much more on this energy for me here, and this gap in between the two. Which can also kind of represent the Libra energy as well, of the two kind of scales here. The duality. But what's in your head and what you're ultimately really wanting is this love. You're wanting something where you feel settled and safe and secure and able to express who you are and not have to justify yourself. And so in reverse, in your head, it's kind of saying to me that there's this situation, or this general kind of awareness or understanding that you're not feeling that. You're not feeling loved. You're not feeling settled. You're not feeling secure. I feel as though it's kind of bringing up some fears for you here as well. Possibly even that, you know, you had that, because with the Six of Cups there as well, it's saying to me, you know, that there has been a situation that you are now kind of looking towards something different. You're looking towards moving forward. Like I said, whether that's in the relationship that you have been in, or the connection that you have been in, or whether you're thinking of doing this with somebody else, it is like you are becoming aware of your, I hesitate to say the word failings here, but it's like it does take two. It does take two here. Love takes two. It takes a couple to build something. But it only takes one to destroy that. And you have the Empress in reverse. And the Empress in reverse for me is, again, it's an energy of feeling like what you had, which was a sense of abundance, a sense of things being like good fortune in a way. It's like all your needs being met, everything that you needed was there, and it was available for you, and you had a good life, and you had things that you had plenty of. But it's like now with this energy that you're kind of moving away from. It could even be to do with the nurturing female energy. Again, we have this moon card here as well in reverse. So it could be a sense of you having to, I feel as well with this love card here as well, I feel that for some of you Virgos, this is very much about the feminine energy. This is very much about having kind of been let down by somebody who you thought was going to kind of be there forever. You've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards here out of 4 on the table so far. The Empress does represent the feminine. The Moon represents the feminine. The Empress can also represent the kind of perfect ideal of femininity as well. Somebody who nurtures, somebody who knows how to take care of somebody, somebody who's loving, understanding. For some of you, it could be somebody who was a good wife as well. Who kind of met all your needs. They kind of ticked all your boxes. But because it's in reverse now, it's kind of saying to me that something has kind of shifted that dynamic. The Empress can relate again to the Earth energies, Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus energy. It's very much about the Earth energies, the abundance of the Earth, which is why it can also relate to the Mother, but that doesn't necessarily have to be female energy in itself. Men can also be very nurturing, very giving. It's not just a female trait, but it is very much a female energy. So, Page of Earth, Empress, Love and the Moon. It's kind of all very, for me, quite kind of feminine, earthy. So you yourself could be dealing with an earthy person, somebody who's got a lot of earth in their chart. Doesn't necessarily have to be one of those signs, but they could have a lot of that in their natal chart. It could also relate to yourself as a Virgo. But underneath all of this in your subconscious, again, you've got that moon there. And for me, she's quite a, again, it's similar to the Page of Earth as well. It's kind of both of those energies together. Butterflies in this card as well, which are kind of implying a transformation. It's kind of implying that something changed. Something went from being one thing into being something else. If you look here at her herself, she has this kind of, again, playful kind of attitude about her. There's a mysteriousness about her, I feel, somehow. A mysteriousness. It's almost like she's kind of beckoning. Or kind of, in a way, I feel as though she's kind of appearing out of nowhere. And this is your subconscious. This is what's down below. This is the root cause of what's happening. And I kind of get the feeling that this could have something to do with an attraction to somebody. And not the Empress energy. This is something completely different, Virgo. This is something that caught your eye. This is something that was kind of to you mystical, magical. It had kind of a whimsical, kind of like something that was like, this is very, for you, this was very dependable and very kind of like it ticked all your boxes. Whoever this was, they ticked all your boxes, but there was something about this that kind of just came in and just caught you off guard and just kind of brought out a side of you. And again, I kind of feel this playful energy, this kind of playfulness, this kind of side of you that hadn't been allowed to necessarily be allowed to be. You kind of got caught up in all the emotions of things. And this was kind of like a release, I feel, somehow. Like something was released with this energy. This is the Page of Fire. Page of Wands. Almost like this something that was I don't know, I kind of get the feeling of uniqueness about this person, because I think that this was definitely a person, but there was something very intriguing to you, Virgo. You were intrigued and caught off guard. And I think with this moon here as well, twice, like the moon here and this moon here, I think it kind of led you astray. I think your emotions got the best of you here, and you were kind of led down a path that you weren't expecting or intending to go down. And now you're confused as to what to do with that love card up there, upside down. You're confused. It makes you feel good with the Page of Earth as your obstacle card here. It kind of feels though it makes you feel good, it makes you feel young, it makes you feel kind of alive in a way, and kind of like I was saying, that energy of kind of like, you know, follow me and I can show you so much more. I kind of feel that it's the same energy. I feel as though this person kind of opened a door into a part of you that had been, I'm not taking that card, that had been kept shut. I don't think blocked so much as more hidden, possibly. A part of yourself that was hidden. And this person just kind of naturally, like I was saying, naturally and organically just kind of tapped into that side of you. You have the 8 of Fire, but it's in reverse. And I feel again that this is this energy here. It's just very similar. The 8, they're both fire, they're both creativity, they're both to do with a kind of attraction as well, sexual attraction here. There's a passion, there's a desire. But because it's in reverse, it's like I feel as though you want to follow this. You want to follow it. But you don't know where it's going to lead you. And they both have fans as well. It's like she's got a fan on her shoulder. So I feel as though there was kind of an openness here. Whereas with this one, there's a less openness. Like they're showing part of themselves, but they're not showing you all of themselves anymore. And this is the energy that's moving in. I also get the feeling with the, like if you see here, she has this veil here. It's very difficult to see, but there you go. You can see that she's got this veil that kind of between two worlds kind of thing. And I feel the same kind of thing with this bamboo here, which for me looks very similar. It's kind of like a curtain, like something being kept hidden, but not completely hidden. Again, it's this kind of energy of come see, come look, come discover, Virgo. That's what I'm kind of feeling here. So, I also feel that there's more than one person involved in this situation. Virgo. More than one person here. And this person lights you up. Whoever this person is, they light you up. But this person's very dependable. This is somebody who, like I said, ticks all your boxes. They're dependable. They give you everything you need. Maybe they don't give you the same sexual satisfaction. Because there's definitely an attraction here to something that kind of has totally sparked you. Okay, too many cards. What have we got? We've got the Hierophant, Juno, tradition, marriage, all that kind of traditional things, which is quite a Virgo energy as well, because Virgos do like their tradition. They do like their kind of how do you put it? Yeah, tradition, things being the same, the status quo. Virgos tend not to be kind of how do you put it? I feel as though this what has happened here with this person, whoever this is relating to. And I don't feel that it's this person here. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Sun, and we've got the Princess of Cups as well. So there could be something here with this energy, and I'm kind of getting the words and I'm hesitating to say it, but there's this kind of feeling of them being a home wrecker, that it's not something that they set out to do. It wasn't something, they didn't want to destroy what you had. And you've got the Eight of Pentacles as well as the Eight of Fire. And the Eights are about change, and it's up the right way as well. So there's something, the Eight of Pentacles is about mastering something. It's about working on something. It could be to do with working on a relationship, but I get the feeling that with this person it's more about them working on like kind of like a distraction here, kind of like they're distracting themselves from this. It could also be a work situation here. But you have the Sun, which is always a good card. I mean, it's kind of saying that, you know, this is going to bring you happiness. And maybe that's what this person is working on. Maybe they're working on their own happiness here. Maybe they're working on trying to get out of this energy. This energy of kind of feeling like they've wrecked something that you had, Virgo. Because I kind of see that pentacle on the floor as being very sun-like as well. And them kind of working on it. I just feel as though this person is going to bring you happiness and joy and a freedom and a sense of liberation and a sense of finding yourself as well somehow. And you have the Princess of Cups here as well, or the Knight of Cups. So there is romance here. There is romance. There is definitely somebody wants to offer their cup here, but they're also, she is actually drinking from this cup herself. So whether or not this is the cup that you have given to this person, but I definitely feel that there was a marriage involved in this. But you are confused about it. You are confused, Virgo. In your head we have the Princess of Staves, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Rods in reverse. So the Knights are about offerings, they're about an energy of movement, of doing, of action, but it's in reverse here. And the Knight can also be a player as well. But I feel that somehow with this card in reverse, there's also this need here to, as I was saying, there's this sexual energy. You've got the Page and the Knight here. So this was the kind of stirrings, the beginnings of something, which we have up here in this other person's head as the Knight. So I feel as though this is kind of how they view you in a way. And maybe you've withdrawn at the moment because it's over the top of this card here, this love card. So maybe it's something that you have kind of withdrawn yourself from, Virgo. Maybe that's how they're seeing it. Maybe they're thinking that you aren't interested. We also have the Three of Pentacles. And the three is literally about kind of building something together. It's teamwork. It's kind of coming together and working together. Building something in the physical. Making something real. And again, it's in reverse. And you also have balance and the temperance card here. So this person is trying to balance this out at this moment in time. If you're not seeing this person, and I feel that maybe at this moment in time you're not, because you've got this card coming in which is about communication, but again it's in reverse here, or things that are being kept behind the veil here, the secrets, things that are not being spoken of, maybe between the two of you. Temperance or balance, as she is here, is very much for me about the flow of communication in a relationship. And if there is no communication in a relationship, there is no relationship. There has to be communication. There has to be somebody or both of you who are willing to listen and speak to each other. And often when it comes to relationships, it's coming from the heart. It's heart communication. It's like wanting to listen to that person, wanting to know what it is that they that makes them feel good, or their dreams, their aspirations, their hopes, their wishes, all that kind of thing. It's like, you know, and that has to be a two-way thing. And if it isn't a two-way thing, then a relationship will stagnate. And because this is in your head and because it's over the top of the love card, as I was saying, I feel as though on some level this person is feeling that you may have withdrawn at this time. And they're trying to get back to that place of where you had that communication. Maybe they are going to be the one that offers their cup to you, Virgo. Because I feel as though they're ready for this. I don't feel that you are so much though, Virgo. I feel that you're very confused here. Unsure. But maybe that's what this Six of Cups is about up here as well. This energy of looking back on the past and realising that you can't change what's happened, but you can change what is yet to come with somebody else. Or maybe you want to build what you had. You have a sense of victory. This person has a sense of victory. You made them feel good just as much as they made you feel good. And I feel as though they wanted to kind of tell everybody about it. They wanted to really let everybody know. Not in a boastful way. It wasn't in a kind of like, oh, you know, I've managed to kind of steal him away or her away or whatever. It wasn't so much like that. It was more in a kind of euphoric way. It was more in a kind of like they were just so happy, so content, so pleased. So it was almost like they couldn't keep it in. Like it was like a celebration to them, a real victory of kind of just feeling, you just wrote, like, I feel that you just kind of elevated this person and made them feel good. But it's over the top of this Empress energy here. So I feel on some level that this person kind of sunk in your estimation, while this person kind of rose, if you know what I mean. It was kind of like whoever this one person was, they kind of didn't hold that same place for you in your heart as much as this person now did or does. But I still feel that there's confusion around all this. Whoop. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. So there's a feeling of being trapped here. And we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So the subconscious realm, I feel as though this person kind of feels as though they've got themselves into a situation that they don't know how they got there in a way, or even how they're going to, how they're going to get out of it. Not that they want to get away from it, but how is it going to progress? That they're kind of stuck in this place now, and they don't know how they're going to move forward with this. And it does feel like a burden to them as well. This is in reverse, the 10's in reverse. And I feel as though it kind of has something to do with this energy here. It's like a burden. It's like something that they're now carrying as a guilt. But it is a 10. So it is kind of coming to a completion here. Or it can come to a completion. And interestingly, with this sun here, I feel as though this sun here is going to burn through all that. It's like they've got this sun. Sorry, up the right way. This sun energy is going to burn through all of their guilt and their I feel as though they're struggling with this on a deep level. But I don't feel as though it's something that people are aware of, in the sense of that they don't realise how much this person feels guilt about this. Or how trapped they feel in their own kind of situation. Like they know that they kind of did this. But I do feel with that sun there that this is going to be something that becomes much more, again it's victory. It's the 6 of Wands over there and the sun and the 10 down here. It's like there is a victory that is going to come out of this. Let's see what comes into the future for this person, Virgo. We have the Chariot in reverse. So this person, I feel, is waiting for communication from you, and they can't move forward without it. They're stuck. And this 8 down here as well. They are stuck. They can't move things forward without knowing where they stand, I feel, with you. And they kind of feel as though they've lost the control here. They kind of feel as though the reins, like the ball is in your court, it's not in theirs. There's nothing that they can do about it except wait to see whether or not you're going to join them. So let's see what the Moonology cards have to say here. Where's the wisdom of the moon energy here? We literally have the moon there, of course. What does the moon want to say here? What is the advice and the wisdom from the Moonology cards, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising? Nearly. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising. Venus again. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Cusp and Venus for this Venus retrograde reading. What is the wisdom from the moon, please, universe? Wisdom from the Moonology cards here. No, I'm not going to take it. Wisdom from the Moonology cards, please. Universe. What? Aha. So your advice here, Virgo, is the new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Meditate and contemplate. So you're being asked to think things through. Take time. Don't rush into anything. Possibly think about what it is that you're losing and what it is that you're gaining before you take action at all, Virgo, here. Meditate and contemplate. So, the Angel Light cards. What is the wisdom? Sorry, what is the message from the Angels of Light? What would they like to say to Virgo in this particular situation for Venus retrograde reading? What would the Angels of Light like to say? They would like to say quite a lot by the looks of things. They would like to say clarity, which is this Sun card here as well. Angel wisdom reminds you that a busy, cluttered mind is a sick one, and a still, clear mind is a divine one. Allow the wisdom in your heart to radiate out and dissolve the chatter of your mind. It could also kind of have something to do with this energy here as well. Know that your angel has drawn this to your attention and is waiting to help you in your task. Sit quietly so that you can find the stillness within. Then you can shine a pure, clear light onto every area of your life. In the clarity of this light, the angels will reveal a new way of being. You will see things differently and be able to make decisions, which could also be this energy here as well. Sorry, you will see things differently and be able to make decisions from strength and clarity. Affirmation, my mind is quiet, still and clear. So I do feel that this is what this Pisces card is about as well here. Meditate and contemplate. And then we also have faith. Faith is such a powerful quality that it moves mountains. Angel wisdom reminds you, however, not to have blind faith in people or situations. Use common sense and discernment and never give your power to another. Instead, put your faith in yourself and the higher powers. Pray with integrity from your still, wise centre and know that your request will be granted. Act as if it has already manifested. That is faith. Your angel guidance is to increase your faith in the infinite. Affirmation is, I have faith in the support of the universe. Archangel Raphael. You are blessed to attract this angel card, for Archangel Raphael brings health, healing and abundance. He will help you to develop your intuition and inner vision. Call on him if you need help in these areas now. He also protects travellers during journeys, so this is a fortuitous card if you're about to travel. If you are a healer or wish to be one, Archangel Raphael will direct pure divine energy to you. He works on the green ray of healing and balance, so visualise yourself surrounded by a clear green light and invoke his guidance. And the green ray is the heart chakra energy as well. So the affirmation is, I am happy, healthy and abundant, which I feel is this energy that you're not feeling at all anymore. And this I feel is why you're so uncertain as well, because you're not feeling that you any longer have that. You had it, but now you don't feel as though you do. Okay, beginnings. Life is a series of cycles and a time of rebirth is indicated for you. This may mean a new phase in a relationship, the germination of a fresh idea, again, or the development of qualities in you like laughter, light or hope. It may herald a total change, which is what I feel this card was for you. Your angel guidance is to accept the new, for it will be welcome when it arrives. Birth is a vulnerable time. The fragile life force needs to be protected and nurtured within you. Ask the angels to guide the new beginnings in your life safely to maturity. Affirmation: I welcome and nurture the new in my life. Okay, so Virgo, I think that pretty much sums it up. That's where I'm going to leave the reading and say I hope that it has been of some help to you. Please could you thumbs it up for me, because it helps to get it out into the bigger YouTube world where the algorithms pick it up and then kind of send it out to broader audience. Hopefully they'll come back, look at my channel and subscribe. Please could you also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I would really appreciate it, as I'm trying to grow my channel. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you so very much recently, and those that have subscribed in the past as well, really appreciated. Also, could you tap the bell so you get future videos as and when I put them out. Also, share the video if you feel that it may help somebody who you know may be in this situation. And I think that's just about everything at this moment in time. I'm going to say wish you the very best, Virgo. Say thank you very much again. Please take good care of yourself and anybody else who you can at this time. And hopefully I'll see you again soon.